Hello, everyone, and welcome to Evolve Yourself TV. I am truly sorry that I was about 18 seconds late. I like to be punctual when I can, but sometimes in life you have to wipe the milk mustache off your mouth, right? Sometimes you got to do that. How's everyone doing tonight? I just got back from a super peaceful and relaxing meditation at Inspiritus Alchemy. My friend Gina owns this holistic beauty salon. It's amazing, and then she has these meditations and Shabbat ceremonies. The meditations are every Monday. The Shabbat ceremonies are one Friday a month. So I just got back from a wonderful meditation over there, and she does all sorts of stuff. She's like really, really spiritually in tune. She's just a wonderful person, and the community there is amazing as well. So how is everyone doing today? How is the world doing today? I hope you're all doing well. Typically, I do chess first, and then we hop into the guided meditations. But today we are going to do guided meditation first, and then hop into chess because I am training for the Chicago Open. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Agni James, and I am a chess instructor in real life. I am also have a master's in philosophy, so we do philosophy streams where we discuss philosophy of mind, philosophy of science, metaphysics, sometimes philosophy of language. That's what I've been getting into lately. And we don't do too much continental philosophy over here. It's mostly an analytic philosophy stream when we do stream philosophy. But the primary focus of these streams is always going to be guided meditations. I believe that's the way I can help the most people out there in the world. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. Okay, I think we're gonna get started with a meditation, right? Because that's what I said we do, and I like to be a man of my word. My word is my life, right? My word is my life. So let's do it. All right, we're just gonna hop right in. I'm going to keep this one in my hand for this meditation. It just feels right. Ooh, there's one thing I wanted to do. This is very important. I want the cushion down. I want the cushion down for this meditation. It's going to definitely change the way the stream looks. I'll be a little bit taller. You know, I'm already a tall guy. Those of you who don't know, I'm approximately 6 feet 3 inches tall, which is fairly tall for a dude, right? But yeah, we're gonna do some meditation now. So usually I come out here and I'm really intense. Today, not so much. Meditation has had a very profound impact on my life. It's helped me cope with a lot of challenging situations. It's helped me regain my peace and composure in very difficult worldly situations, and it's enabled me to go within and to realize, hey, wait a minute, there's this place inside of me that is perfect love and joy, and I have access to this place. And everything out there in the external world is not everything out there other than the people is not really that important. At the end of the day, what's important are the people, and connecting and loving the people around you and all the people that you come into contact with, and going within and finding that peace and joy and love within you so you can be more able to connect with those around you in a peaceful, loving way. Okay, so now that has been thrown out there on the table, let's do it. You want to get in some comfortable clothes. If you want to get naked, that's fine. Some people like to get naked before they meditate, and that's perfectly cool. So everyone get in comfortable clothes. You don't want clothes that are like pulling on your body and that are uncomfortable. You don't want to be wearing a tuxedo for this meditation. I mean, maybe you do, but I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to be wearing like a tight tux. All right. I also do absurdist humor, by the way, so I'll try not to work that into the meditation today, though. All right. So, anyways, yeah. Find a comfortable seated position. You can sit on the floor in lotus pose. You can sit cross-legged. Or you can sit in a chair. The main thing is to find a position that is comfortable for you. And then gently close your eyes. And take a few slow, deep breaths on your own. I have an Amitabha Buddhist chant that I play that has a chime that rings every 2 seconds. And you can use it to help regulate your breath count. So take a few more slow and deep breaths on your own while maintaining good posture. Inhale through your nose, gently raising your belly. Exhale through your mouth, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in through your nose, slowly raising your abdomen. Breathe out through your mouth, slowly lowering your abdomen. Keep your awareness on your breath. Inhale, raising your belly. Exhale, lowering your belly. Breathe in, raising your abdomen. Breathe out, lowering your abdomen. Focus on your breath count. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your breath calms your body, and your body calms your mind. Be mindful of your breath count. Visualize yourself sitting on the tallest mountain peak. Watching the clouds float through the sky beneath you. Two clouds float together and merge into one. And one cloud stretches apart, dividing into two. These clouds float through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. These clouds are like your thoughts. Thoughts come into being and exist for a while in conscious awareness before disappearing from your mind. That is the nature of human thought. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Keep your awareness on your breathing. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds floating through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. And be mindful of your breathing. Your essence is love. Your love is manifested as light. Your purpose is to shine your light on others. Awakening the memory of their own internal light within them. And they will shine their light on all whom they encounter. Until the whole world is glowing radiantly once again. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eye sight. Stay focused on your breath count. On your next breath, visualize healing water pouring down on your head. The waters heal as they flow down your crown chakra. The warm water flows down your face and neck. Down your shoulders, upper back, and chest. The water heals and nourishes as it flows down your chest and mid-back. down your belly and your lower back. Flowing across your thighs, down your knees, lower legs and feet. Increasing circulation and healing. Sit for a while with the warm water flowing down over your whole body. Noticing any sensations that you may feel. Sit for a while in the waterfall. Becoming one with the healing properties of the waterfall. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eyesight. Stay true to the rhythm of your breath. On your next breath, travel down beneath the level of conscious awareness. Go to the region of your heart chakra. Feel the love emanating from this location. And the warmth which surrounds this love. Experience the perfect peace residing here. And the joy which accompanies it. In this place, you exist in a state of perfect monism. Therefore, separation and division cannot enter this location. Because you exist in a state of perfect oneness, opposites and polarities are barred from entering this space. In this place, you are filled to the brim with love. Therefore, fear cannot enter. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which hinders your evolution. Keep your attention directed on your breathing. When thoughts arise in your mind, picture them as clouds moving through the sky before disappearing over the horizon, and return your focus to your breath count. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Breathe in. And as you exhale, travel down to where your essence flows the strongest. Focus on your center point. Notice any sensations or feelings you experience here. For at your center point, you remember your divinity. Existing in this state of seamless oneness. Dualistic thinking cannot enter. Allow yourself to experience the perfect love flowing from this location. Letting go of any ego attempts to usurp your love. Residing in this place beyond the spatio-temporal realm, being mindful of your breath count. Focusing on your center point. When you're ready, travel through. I'll see you on the other side. Here, at your center point, you recall your divine identity. At your center, you remember how you came to be. Here, at your center point, you recall your divine purpose. To help others remember the love and light that exists within them. At your center point, you flow eternally from the source of all creation. Being love, you flow from love. At your center point, all is forgiven. And your eternal nature shines forth, blessing all those whom you encounter. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eyesight. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all stress and tension from your body. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all fear from your being. Gently open your eyes and return to this corporeal existence, bringing with you the peace from this meditation throughout the remainder of the day. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this sacred space with me, for being here with me in this holy moment. I am honored and humbled to be here with you as your meditation guide. I hope you each feel more peaceful and relaxed, more centered and grounded, and more loving and kind than you did prior to the meditation. And I hope you're able to take the peace of this meditation with you out into the external world and share it with all those whom you encounter. Because that's what's most important. They are but reflections of you. Each person you encounter is a reflection of yourself. And when you see the perfect love within them and connect with that instead of connecting with the ego, you help them remember that you are a reflection of them as well, such that we can all reunite in a state of perfect oneness once again, and this dream of separation can disappear for eternity. Namaste. All right. How was that for everyone? I hope that was adequate. I know I sure feel so much more peaceful and kind and loving after that. That was a 38-minute meditation, which is beautiful. That's a little bit longer than we typically do. Maybe not. Maybe at the high end, but that's right about the boundary. We usually go from like 32 to 38 minutes, so that's great. JT, excellent. You enjoyed it. Wonderful. I'm really happy that you enjoyed the meditation. And Victor, sorry you're here, man. Good to see you, friend. How you doing? You said we should talk spiritual philosophy sometime, bro. Dude, I totally would love that, man. I totally would love that. Right now, it's just a matter of finding the time. I'm really going hard in on studying and training for the Chicago Open. That's like the next big thing for me. I've been going through and memorizing line after line after line of the Hyper Accelerated Dragon. There's so many ways. There's so many variations, obviously, right? And it's tough. It's tough to memorize all those lines. One tiny little subtle difference in the position, and you're going to do something drastically different in certain instances. It's a lot to memorize, but I want to go in there like a machine. I want to go in there and just, I want to go in there 15 moves deep into all the different variations, and just, because most people play E4. Most people are E4 guys, right? Someone plays D4, I'll just play the French, and I know the French well enough, but people are E4 guys typically. So it's been good. I finally found a very good way to study openings. I never really did this before, but I've just been going on chess.com and putting in variations and actually doing what you're supposed to do with like notation, and saving your notation and putting in, all the lines and the different comments and the appropriate things like exclamation mark if it's like a kind of like a shocking move and some commentary, right? Like, I don't know, for some reason I was just writing down moves in notebooks like it's like the Roaring Twenties or something, but like, I just I don't know. I never got efficient with studying opening lines. I would just play games and, learn that way as opposed to actually just going in there and practicing and opening lines. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And let's see, you made a study on refuting gamuts. You make your studies on Lichess, right, Victor Sor? I know you showed me one study there once, or you sent me one study on Lichess. Yeah, I've done mine on I made mine on chess.com. This is the first study that I've ever made, actually, and it feels good. It feels good when you know these crazy lines. Victor, so since you're here, I want to show you a really cool line, man. This is badass. Let me get this up. Never in a million years would I have seen or spotted this variation. It's like the most beautiful thing. By the way, my headphones died halfway through, so let me plug them in. Yeah, I've been having some issues with these earbuds. The right one goes out quicker than the left one. I don't know if any of you have ever experienced that. Victor, sorry, you say, yeah, sweet, NINT. Yeah, thanks, man. With the beads. Yeah, right? JT made this mala for me. She, over 40 consecutive streams, she put together 3 beads for 40 meditations in a row approximately and made this mala. And then it goes great with it with NIN, right? It's perfect, you know. It's just it all flows together, man. It all flows together. And you also made a study on refuting gambits. Cool. So you said, good to hear, man. Would it be too confusing if I shared studies with you on what I see as the strongest opening for white? That's what was that one called? You've been talking it up, the Trumpowski or something. The Trumpowski, I think you said. I forget what it was, but you've been talking it up, and you said that it's not played as much, but like it is the strongest opening. That's it. The Polagovsky Gambit. Yeah, nobody plays it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the question you have to ask yourself though is if it's so strong, why do the top players in the world not play it? I mean, what I found is sometimes some of these openings lead to positions that only computers can really play. Like they're like very computerish positions. Is this one of those? Yeah, it's said because it's really hard to play. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's a situation. Like sometimes you get a position like, and it's like, oh, the computer says you're like, you're up 0.5, but you look at the position and you're like, man, this is gonna be crazy to play. I don't want to play this. My pawn structure is all fucked up, and maybe I'm down material, but like the computer says I'm like up, 0.5, and it gets really convoluted at that point. But let me get first of all. Let me change. We're going into chess mode right now, so I'm going to edit this stuff and put ourselves in the chess category because that is proper, according to me, I guess. Maybe other people too. All right, and let me load up. The study that I made, and I want to show you this. I want to show you this one line in particular, dude. This line is so beautiful, man. It's like it almost brings a tear to my eye. It almost brings a tear to my eye to see how beautiful this is. You're going to appreciate this. Saved analysis. Yeah, they don't call them studies on chess.com. They call them saved analysis, I guess. All right, so let's load it up so everyone can see. Display, window capture. We need to go to this. Okay. All right, so notice all this stuff here on the right are all the different variations that I've put in. But there's one line. So most of this stuff is just, it's standard. Wait, hold on a second. We got to flip the board so we can see it from my perspective. So this is all standard hyper-accelerated dragon. Now here's something weird. I fucked up when I was doing it, and I actually put in I put in this move, knight to c6 first, when in reality you're supposed to play knight to g7. But it doesn't make a difference, really, unless they play like bishop to b5 and try to trade a bishop for the knight. So I just left it because when I tried changing it, it deleted like all the following like moves and all the commentary and everything. So I just left it. But anyways, this is all standard stuff, right? Let me make sure you can all see so you're not just staring off in the space. Yeah, everyone can see. This is all standard, right? Nothing out of the ordinary right here. Pretty standard, right? Bam, bam. Yeah, and so this is kind of the stuff that some of the lines that you'll get out of the hyper-accelerated dragon, right? Notice I have some good pressure on c2, right? And it's adequately defended, but they have some pressure here. They can try to force a dark square bishop trade. I can swing some rooks over here and put some pressure, on the king. But it's fairly balanced. I mean, the computer has me up a little bit, 1.34, which is pretty good, right? So we're even material. I'm a little more developed, right? This bishop's still sitting here. This rook is a little bit blocked in, right? But these are kind of some of the openings you get. Hey, Man of Fire's back, man. Good to see ya. Welcome back, dude. How you doing? I saw you earlier in Zwar's stream. How's everything going with you, man? Okay, but Victor, sir. Anyways, the interesting line that I want to show you. Is, where is it? It's over here somewhere. All right, so we have this kind of position, right? We go into all this. we go all into this. All right, this is all. Oh yeah. So okay. So here's where it gets interesting. Here's where it gets interesting, Victor Sor. Let's see. Look at this idea, right? So this is the first part where it gets interesting. So I want to trade my knight for this dark square bishop. That's a huge thing. That's a huge thing in the Hyper Accelerated Dragon. You want to trade your knight for the dark square bishop, and then your dark square bishop is going to be super powerful later on. Now notice I'm hitting the queen, right? So like the queen's pinned to the king, but they got a couple ways of doing it. If they bring the bishop back, I just take, and then I succeed in trading the bishop for my knight, right? Okay, so it starts getting interesting though. I want to see so they have f4, all right, and here's where it's cool. Check out this beauty. Bam, e5, e5. What are they going to do here? Right? Look how pretty that is. That's a pretty nice variation, man. Yeah, exactly. If f4, then you were thinking e5. Yep, you were thinking of that one. Yeah, right. It's pretty cool, right? That's a pretty cool idea, right? You know, I mean, what are they going to do? They can't take, obviously, because of the pin of the queen to the king, right? If they move the bishop away, like I don't know, like back here, then I just crash on through, right? Queen's pinning or bishop's attacking the queen to the king, and then the bishop's got to maybe come. Their whole position is going to crumble, right? Okay, so that's a cool line, right? So now let me show you this other variation. So then we have where is it? A second. This is the cool one. All right. Okay, yeah, I think it's if they play f3. So if they play f3, I still do bishop h6. But here's the one that I'm. Wait, is this the one? No, that's not the cool one. Yeah. Okay. So check this out. Check this out, Victor Sor. And everyone else who's out there who has wants to learn about chess and appreciates chess, this is such a beautiful line, right? So all right, here we go. All right, so we have rook over, right? Now notice this position. The rook is hitting the knight, the queen is hitting the knight, right? If this knight moves anywhere, they're going to have a crazy idea. Their rook's going to come down, check me, right? I'm in trouble now, right? So I got to run with my king. They're going to have like ideas of like this then, check, right? So like basically it's going to get really sloppy here, right? So like, okay, I take, right? So basically I can't really move the knight now because of the pin. It's kind of weird. You would think I'd be able to, but I can't. It's going to get really ugly. So basically I take, all right, they do this kind of idea. All right, now look at this. Victor Sor, this is the key move. And this is crazy. Bishop g4, man. Bishop g4. Do you see this? Bishop g4 move? Man, look what's going to happen with this bishop g4 move, right? They play this, right? They're like, oh, let's attack this dark square bishop, right? It's like, well, what am I going to do, right? Knight f1, right? Now you might be thinking, wait a minute, this is a stupid move. Right? Because the queen can just take, right? But look what happens if the queen takes. So you right? Just like that. All right, now white's only got the one move, and you got mate. The whole idea is that you needed to get this light square bishop developed such that this rook could not come down here and check and take your rook and then force the king to this square with like the bishop coming over and then forcing the king on over, and then like, you know, the rook coming on over, pinning the bishop to the king, and then you're gonna force a mate, man. So the whole idea is you need to get coordination between these two rooks. Now, but it's also crucial on where you move the bishop. You can't move the bishop here. This is not nearly as good. Bishop H over here, but you want to move it here so you have that crazy forced checkmate, right? So it's just such a beautiful variation, man. Look at that, it's just, so there's all these different lines. Like, look at this line, bam, right? He can't take because of the pin, right? There's all sorts of cool stuff in this position, man. Yeah, it's totally a great quiet move, right? I mean, who would have thought? Like, when you're playing a blitz game, you're not thinking about, oh, I'm going to move my bishop right there, right? You're not thinking that. I thought that was like a spectacular. Yeah, the dragon positions are fun. That's why I play them, man. They give you some counterplay as black. Typically, as black, you're just like hoping to maybe like kind of equalize the position, but sometimes with black you can with these dragon positions you're actually on the offensive. You create an imbalance early. You get rid of your C pawn for their D pawn, and the D pawn's typically a little bit stronger, right? And you're getting rid of your C pawn. So like you get some decent positions. Definitely more fun than the Berlin. Yeah, more styles. Yeah, well, the Berlin leads to draws like all the time, right? Like, I mean, the Berlin, like, aren't there like forced draws in the Berlin? Like, not too many moves in. Like, you see that all the time, like in high level matches, right? Where it's like two players are happy if they get a draw, right? In a certain position, so like they'll play the Berlin, right? And I don't know much about the Berlin actually, but yeah, I'm just going into all the lines of this. All right, so we're gonna play some games. I won 23 in a row the other on my 2-year anniversary stream, which I thought was like the coolest thing in the world. But I'm not gonna try that. We'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens here. And I'll just play a few games and then we'll see where we go from there. All right, create a game. All right, I can't hear any of this because okay. So all right, here we go. Hyper accelerated dragon territory. Now, some people have been playing this weird boulder attack. Okay, so he's going here. That's really fucking weird, by the way. Like, that's why you don't play the knight here first, actually. So I believe this is correct. This is not a good move. This is actually not a good move. I think I just play a6 here, and then that bishop's already on the run, and it's close to getting trapped. Like, look, yeah. Like, if my knight was here, he could have been able to trade for the knight, right? But now the bishop can't even go back here because then I follow up with this, right, and this, and it's easy trap, right? So the bishop's forced to retreat either here, here, or here. So it's like I'm already winning this position on, Like, it's amazing. That's why you don't play the accelerated dragon. That's why I play the hyper accelerated dragon, because I don't want him trading off the light square bishop. Okay, well, so he's going there. So now I think I just can do this. Okay, hold on. I didn't consider something. So this. Maybe. Oh no. Oh, here I think I play this first. I think I play e6. Let's see. Right, unless there's something better. Yeah, I play e6. Now this bishop is looking real stupid. Like, it can't really. Okay, this bishop's fucked. This bishop is fucked now. He just blocked his flight square. All right. He's going to probably trade for the two pawns, though, right? Can you all see this? All right, you can all see this. Victor, you say White already is losing a 9-9, go for 1800 minimum rating. Yeah, really, though, the only good competition in Lichess is at a bare minimum 2000. Yeah, I mean, it's every once in a while, though, you'll run into a good guy. Like, I've run into guys that are definitely expert or even master caliber guys. Maybe they're just on there to let off some steam, like playing anonymously, right? Sometimes you get that. Okay, so now it's just I'm up a piece for the pawns. I just got to get developed in castle. I'm really good at simplifying. I don't want to allow this nonsense, right? So I'm looking at pawn d6. But actually, this goes with the spirit. This goes with the spirit of the opening. So and by the way, Victor, so I don't know if you know this. The whole point. Do you know what the whole point of the hyper accelerated dragon is? I don't know if you know about it. But if you're just playing the dragon, typically you play D3, you play D6, and then D5. The whole point of the hyper accelerated dragon is to be able to play D5 in one swoop and gain a tempo. And to avoid the Yugoslav attack. That's literally the whole point. So like I'm just gonna go with the spirit of the opening, right? Because yeah. Oh, now this guy, yeah, that's not gonna win you the game. All right. right. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say at this point. All right. We're just going to do this, I guess. I'll just try to finish this one up quickly. We'll try to finish it up quickly. All right. All right. So let's get my knight developed. Oh, man. JT, are you hanging in there, man? JT. Yeah, the Yugoslav attack's totally brutal, but the hyper-accelerated dragon dodges it. So that's like the cool feature about it, right? I don't want to get my knight like... Oh, look at this beautiful spot. This is so aesthetically pleasing to me to put my knight right here. Like, I just have to do it. I don't even know if it's tactically good, but positionally it sure looks great, right? Look at this beautiful square for that knight. It's so harmonious, right? Okay, and if he challenges it, like, whatever, dude. You just repair my pawn structure. You know, like, do it, man. Do it. And the funny thing is, Victor Sir, watch. I'll probably lose this game because I'm like talking up a storm, right? JT, you are still here, right? Yeah. So, all right, cool. Victor Sir, yeah, Bishop B7, also an aesthetic defense. Let me see. Bishop B7. Yeah, right? Exactly. This is where I want my bishop. Look at this beautiful diagonal. Look how pretty that is. You know, like bishop right here. I mean, everything's going to come together. I mean, if he takes bishop, I won't play bishop B7 obviously because it'll be blocked in, but if he doesn't take, that's exactly where my bishop's going. And then I don't know, I might even want to develop my knight to D7 actually, just to keep this bishop diagonal open. What else is going on in this game? Like, look at this queen blocking the bishop. Those of you who are new to the game, you want to be able to move your pieces if you're new to the game. So notice this bishop can't move anywhere, right? Because the queen's in front of it. That's not what you want. Imagine if my knight was here. If my knight was here, I could play that sneaky move from earlier, right? The bishop over here. All right, hold on. He's going in for something. He wants a queen trade. Well, I'm totally up in material. So, according to theory, you're supposed to trade, right? if you're way up in material, you'll trade pieces, right? Okay, all right. So now it's just a matter of, let's see, getting a little more development in. I don't know. I think. What about this push? This push looks pretty reasonable. Breaking this open, because like this knight is a little dumb right now, right? Yeah. This guy's just, he doesn't even have the light square bishop to attack here. I'm just going to break this all open. When this knight moves, by the way, this pawn's going to be hit. Right? So there's a lot to consider here. Let's see. Victor Sir, you say, but a bishop on D3 is game over, not as if it's already... I know, right? I know. Yeah. Okay, so what's he doing? He's I'm just going to break this all open. I'll try to make this efficient. What about this idea? Ooh, look at that. I'll have two pieces hitting here, and he can't even push because I'll take the rook. All right. This looks pretty brutal, right? And I have the fork. Like this seems like he should resign at this point. Like, I don't really see anything that he could possibly do. Yeah, forkeroni, right? Forkeroni, and I'm hitting the pawn with, you know, over here, right, with two pieces. Bam, bam, like everything's getting hit. And notice my rook is like alive. You know, I mean, this bishop kind of sucks, but it could always be moved over here. This rook is not doing anything, but all my pieces are very active. This is all about okay, so now I have so many options. I got the fork. I have this kind of idea. Does that do anything? He slides over. No, I think I like the fact that my bishop's here. Yeah, maybe just going for the fork. Do I have a checkmate, though? Wait a minute. Hold on. Take. If he comes over, what about the rook over? No, because he's got the knight defending. All right, whatever. I'm not gonna put too much thought into this. It's so simple. It's so simple. And then I take the rook. He'll come out. Yeah. Oh, he went the wrong way too. He should have come to the second rank, probably, right? Because then his rook at least would have been able to recapture the knight in one swoop. I don't know. All right, well, this guy is just really self-destructing, I guess. You know, so now it's just a matter of like rook over, and yeah, this knight is okay. So we'll just do rook over. He's like, oh, I really want this knight, right? He's like thinking he's gonna get this knight, but now it's probably not gonna work. Okay, so maybe he is gonna get it. But what if I do this? It's kind of funny, Victor. So you have to admit, man, it's kind of funny. He's like, all I want is this knight. All I want is this knight, right? All right. There we go. Okay, where's the mate? Where's the mate? Where is the mate? Victor, so you're good at finding these mates, man. What's the most efficient mate right here? I don't know. What about something like this? No, that doesn't do anything. I mean, I don't want... All right, we're going with this check, because then he's got to go back to the back rank, right? Or he could block, I guess. All right, so we have this now. I should just take the knight and just trade. Oh, now I do, definitely. There we go. All right, now what? He comes over. Right now I have this. This is pretty. Look at this. Can't take either bishop. He can't do anything. All right. That was a pretty good way to clean up, right? I like that nice one. I had h6? Had h6? I think you. Oh no, you said you think you had bishop h7 on move, bishop h6 on move 27. Yeah, I probably did, man. You know, in that kind of situation, I kind of play like big picture. When I'm up so much material, see here's something I wonder. So like, if you're up a ton of material, should you still be like totally honed in, like focusing for like the best possible move in every given situation, or should you just like simplify and win the game? You know, like I sometimes wonder if I'm doing myself a disservice by just I go the simplify route usually, but like then it's like I'm not getting that extra practice in that extra sparring. You know, I don't know. You say, Victor Street said that's the way you are. You try to get the best move, even when you're up top. And you know what? That might be the smart route. Like I might have to start switching over to that. A lot of times I'm just like, oh well, I know I can win if I just get to this end game position. I know I can win, so I can be a little sloppy and just kind of trade down some pieces just to make sure I don't know, but yeah, I think it's probably doing me a disservice. I might have to switch I might have to take up your philosophy. All right, let's play another one. That guy was not great, by the way. So it's just and it's all relative, by the way. That guy, I'm sure that guy could beat a lot of people in chat, right? It's all totally relative. Like what I mean is he's not as strong of a player as I am. All right, so I'm a D4 guy. This is Queen's Gambit. Those of you who saw the series. All right, Queen's Gambit accepted. If you take the pawn, do not try to hold on it. By the way, the main line is E4. I don't play E4 because I have a beautiful trap in this position. All right, so this guy is not trying to hold on to the pawn, so he's at least not getting greedy. Victor sort of likes to go after guys that are getting greedy. So I'm gonna develop my knight first. Now I think this is what you're supposed to do, but I don't really think it matters too much. It just transposes into this. I think the bishop's probably gonna come here, right? Yeah. See, here's the thing. In this position, I can just do this kind of stuff and then I'll have this trade. I'm okay with that trade in this position, by the way. Or I have this idea, right? All right, what are we gonna do here? I don't like this move because then my dark square bishop's gonna have a hard time getting active. Let's just castle. Now he might take. There's plenty of lines where it's fine to take, and then I just recapture this way. All right. I think this queen belongs on B3 or C2. I think the computer might like B3 better, but I'm more of a fan of C2. because of the idea of then getting my bishop here and exerting a lot of pressure on this diagonal. All right, so this guy's, he's rearranging pieces. He's probably preparing for this kind of stuff. No, not really, because this pawn would hang, right? So what does he want with his knight? Maybe to bring out the queen? Hold on a second. Where does he want this knight to go? Attack my light square bishop, which would just go here anyway? I have access to this square now, too, which is kind of interesting. So that's kind of neat. I got to consider that. I still could play this, but then my light... I got to get my dark square bishop active. I even have this kind of idea. But if I play e4, I don't like this idea. Well, no, he can't do that. Yeah, he can, because he's got enough defense. All right, what if I just first do a waiting move? It just seems slow. It seems like I'm moving that piece twice. If I play this, he just takes. This, I could play that, but that closes this all down. It might be good, though. It opens my... You know what? I'm going for this. Because the knight's blocking the scope of the queen, he only has one attacker here. My dark square bishop is ready to come on in and get active. Right, I wanted to get my dark square bishop active. That was my reasoning behind that. Victor Sor, you say for you, chess is art. The art is making you making the best move in art. And I'm the same way. You know, I'm the same way. Some guys like hyperbolic, and I don't know if I consider that art. See, well, hold on. Okay, I got to get back to the game. Hold on. We'll get back to. All right, so we have this. So here, I believe I want to keep my queen on this diagonal. So I'm just gonna take like this, even though it messes up my pawn structure a little. I like the fact that this pawn defends this, right, and then stops the knight from hopping in here. And sure, he's got this kind of stuff, but then I just hop over here. Okay, I'm going to go for this now. I'm going for this with the idea of bringing my bishop over and seeing what happens. You know, perfect. I like this move because now I get my bishop where I want it. Oh, maybe I should have played this first. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, so do I snag the pawn with check? I think so. I think it's time to snag the pawn. Now, sure, if this knight moves somewhere, he can, like, you know, take off my knight and try to break all this up. But no, you know, this seems very reasonable to me. I wonder if this would have been better first, though. Probably not. It's a pawn, right? And now look, now I just drop back. I mean, if I keep it here, he's got this weird trapping idea. Does this do anything, though? Because then I have take. But then he could, like, I don't know. Do I have a mate in here? Hold on. Maybe I have something here if he tries to trap it. Like, what if I do knight over? I feel like, you know what this kind of reminds me of? These Greek gift sacrifices, right? Like knight out, right? And then queen up and over somehow, or queen, like, over and over? Hold on a second. I feel like there's some Greek gift stuff in this position. I'm going with my intuition, Victor Sor. Do you see Greek gift? Do you see Greek gift type stuff here? Let's see. Victor Sor, you say I'm choosing not to retreat the bishop. Now this is that. Yeah, right. I feel like there's some Greek gift type stuff here, man. Like, I feel like there's... Okay, look, and now there's all these dark square weaknesses. Hold on a second. I could even, like, come back and, like, throw the bishop here. Now, right? But hold on. I feel like there's Greek gift stuff. He's going. So now, or do I just take flat out? I take. He takes. I take. How does he defend all this? I mean, he can't do the rook down because I just take the rook. Hold on. Am I missing something here? I take rook over. Then I have the fork and win the queen. Oops. Win the queen. I take... I might be missing something, man, but this looks pretty damn good. Victor Sor, do you see me missing something, man? Do you see me? I don't think I'm missing something here. This looks pretty damn good to me, man. Ended up with my queen over here, right? with okay. So okay, hold on. All right, he's got something. He's got something. But hold on. Now I can't take because if I take, I can't come here because of the rook. So I think maybe now is the time I just bring my bishop back. And then how does he stop queen checkmate right here? That, I guess, and then I just take. Hold on. This seems winning. Let's see. Bishop. Oh, he's got this idea. But then I just take en passant. All right, this looks pretty fucking good to me, man. I'm starting to run low on time too, so I don't want to like sit here for ages. You know, that's all I need, dude, is to lose to a time you know, some kind of time battle, right? All right. So now I can just just attack the knight. I mean, I even have ideas like this, right? This seems kind of weird. Or is there anything better? Or maybe I should just win the rook. Just take. No, I think this might be the best, right? But then he plays back. You know, then I have mate. All right, whatever, dude. You know, at some point you just got to make a move, right? At some point you just got to make a move. Well, where's his knight going? Okay, so he's got bam. Fuck it. You know? Oh no! Hold on. He might. Oh no, the bishop's defending. Oh man, dude, Victor Saur. I was scared there for a second, man. I was scared there for a second, dude. Hold on. I was thinking he's got this mating idea. All right. So hold on. Let me think about this. I take the queen. And then, but this is a good defender. This bishop is a very good defender, I think. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm about ready to lose this game, Victor Saur. Like, this is absurd. This is absolutely absurd. Whatever. Is he gonna beat me now? Is he really gonna beat me? Like, all right. I can't even take this goddamn piece. What can I do here? Okay, I'm spending too much time talking. I think that's the problem. I hate the fact that this bishop, I might just do a defensive move and just play like this, just to like, no, because then he can hop it. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, if I did this, then I can get my king out of the way. I'm just going to do a nice little defensive move. Fine, you know, whatever. This knight can't move anywhere. It's pinned to the king. Oops, to the king. I'm up a ton of material. All right, now it's not pinned. So now I'm going to move this guy. I don't know. I want to get him. I just want to get my king out of the way, basically. Seems kind of weird. What about bishop up and over, though? Nope, knight. I know there's something good. There's some great stuff here, but I just don't have time to calculate everything. All right, we're gonna hop in over here. I'm expecting him to play this, putting pressure on this square. I just move my king over. Yeah, I just move my king over. Whatever. And if he wants to trade a knight and a bishop for a rook and a pawn, that's great for me. See, here you go, man. This is like sloppy, right? It's a little bit sloppy chess. You know what I'm saying? All right, so he's getting intense here. All right, my king's safe though, and I'm gonna lose on time now. Oh god. All right, okay. Let's just do some developing moves. No, he's got too many pieces here. That's a fucking problem. I guess we're going here. Then he's got all sorts of weird ideas. This is not. Yeah, I'm making this position way too complicated. With 1 minute and 49 seconds left, man. This is a mess. This is a bit of a mess. Is he gonna come down here now? Try to make my life more miserable? That doesn't do anything, I guess. But like, I need to get my rook, this rook in play. I need to get this rook active. So this bishop's got to get active. Then my plan will be to like maybe double up rooks and then just push forward. That's like a decent idea. I have all the material in the world. I just have 1 minute and 49 seconds, so I got to be a little bit careful. Yeah, I'm up 9. Victor, sorry, I'm up 9 points here, man. I'm up 9 points, but he's got good activity with his rooks and his bishop, you know, and his knight's like kind of in the action. And this rook's dumb. This bishop's kind of sitting here. I don't know. My queen is like sort of all right. He's taking his time. This guy's in the think tank. Victor Sor. Victor, so you said, I think you had queen d2 with the idea of queen h6 check on move 23. Let me look at that. So queen d2 with the idea of queen h6 check. So on 23. So queen d2 with the idea of queen. Oh! Wait, d6 check or h6 check? What are you saying? Yeah, queen h6 check. Yeah. What if I had done this, though, and then he had done like that? Wait. Yeah. Then what, though? Maybe just like push out? I don't know. It's getting sloppy. Yeah, h6, then queen h6 check. It's getting okay. Hold on. What did he do? So this guy, so he's just doing that. All right, I gotta move quicker. So I'm just gonna do. We're just doing this. If he wants this fucking pawn, I'll give him this pawn. That's another thing. Rook's gonna. Okay. Oh. Okay, fine. Take my rook, dude. Take my rook, man. He's gonna get a lot actually here, sort of, but not really. I'm actually okay with trading a bishop for a rook right here. That's perfectly fine with me, man. He just got his queen to a pretty awesome spot. That was a nice positional move for him. I have ideas like this and breaking and getting my rook up, but that just seems all right. So what's he doing now? He's going over here. He doesn't want it, so let's do this because I don't have any time. This rook's about ready to get active. This dude's fighting pretty hard, I'll tell you that much, for like being up so much material or down so much material. You said once again, a non-pool will never give you good competition. Yeah, I know. I've been playing more on my SeriousChess.com account. But this is my streamer. This is what I play when I stream. I don't want to mess around too much. All right, we're going here. He's got this idea now, actually. No, he doesn't. Well, because I can't really. I want this pushing. It's kind of weird, but I can't really get it because of this rook now. This rook's got to come up here. So I have a defender. Oh, this is great. This is great. This is exactly what I wanted. All right. All right. Now this will hit with check. Takes with check. And I can start trading everything, liquidating the position. All right. This is exactly what I wanted. This kind of thing. Otherwise, I can even like take over here and we can trade some rooks. Then he's got this forking idea, though. I have this idea, which is kind of intense. Yeah, where's this king going to go? Right? Look at that. Like, where's this king going to go? Can't go here. 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 He's got one square. And then Victor Store, if I can get my queen to where you said earlier, h6, we got checkmate. But now my bishop's in the way, and
It's going to be tougher. But hold on. There's like this kind of stuff. Oh, it's fun. I'm catching up on time, though. I'm catching up on time. This is ridiculous. I know it's so weird how much more difficult it is to play when you're streaming. Like, my rating is literally probably like 500 points lower when I stream. It's just I miss stuff all the time. I feel like after this game we'll just do like maybe a Grimm's Fairy Tales and call it a night, because we haven't done any Grimm's Fairy Tales in a while. All right, so I'm catching up. Okay, so now I'm gonna go. All right, I can't. I just think I can't resist. I can't fucking resist, man. I can't do it. Like, where's this king gonna go? His king has like no squares. And all I need to do is get my queen over here. I could even do stuff like this, which is kind of weird. You get like then take, and then take. All right. Well, hold on a second. All right. Gotta move. Ah, gotta move. All right. We're going for this. Nope. I wanted this. This was my big brain idea right here. 45 seconds. Okay, I gotta shut up. I'm shutting up from now on. I'm just playing. I have 45 seconds. I even have this push. Oh my god, come on. All right. There we go. Yeah. This should lead to mate. Oh, I had mate right here. Dude, what am I even doing anymore? Like, come on. Just checkmate this guy. There you go. And that is some of the sloppiest chess you'll ever see, man. Well, that's one way to get it done. Everyone out there. I know you all wanted the pretty smooth, checkmate in 22, right? But you can also just do it that way. A win is a win, right? Yeah, a win is a win. All right. We're gonna do a quick reading from the Tao Te Ching, and then that's it. I think that's a good place to call the night. Like, that was some sloppy chess. Jesus, if I'm gonna win the Chicago Open, I gotta be playing better than that. Let me tell you. All right, so the Tao Te Ching, Lao Tzu's masterpiece, book's thousands of years old, 81 verses. Yeah, great book. Okay, let's see, where are we at here? We are on verse 38. All right, here we go. Verse 38 of the Tao Te Ching. I need to change my I gotta get out of the chess category. It doesn't make any sense to be in the chess category. We're gonna get out of the chess category. We're gonna go to fitness and health. And I'm also gonna update this. In case someone wants to see some stuff from the Tao Te Ching. All right. Victor, sir, you say super fun. Maybe something to consider watching with the stream one day. What's the one thing you learned from watching Alpha Zero games is that any plan should really take into account all of your pieces. Have you seen any of Chess Network's analysis themes? By the way, Jerry from Chess Network is incredible. Excuse me. He was the first streamer that I ever watched. He's the OG. Him and King's Crusher are like the two OGs of chess streaming. It's kind of a shame that he never like made it like huge, like Hikaru huge, right? I guess a lot of that has to do with the fact that he's an NM, right, and not like a super GM, right? But like, yeah, he's amazing. He's like such a nice, humble guy. He never says anything mean. I used to love watching his speed bold arenas, and when he would like play like Ferrari on Lichess, it was so awesome, beautiful. He's a fun guy. He would always do those fishing pole attacks, and those were fun to watch. But yeah, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. Yeah, he's a great guy. The one weird thing is he never does show his face. I've always wondered what the guy looks like. Like, what does the dude look like? Well, I want to see his face. All right. Anyways, verse 38. He who is fearless in being bold will meet with his death. He who is fearless in being timid will stay alive. Of the two, one leads to good and the other to harm. Of heaven's hates, who knows the reason? The way of heaven is good at overcoming, though it does not fight, is good at responding, though it does not speak, attracts, though it does not summon, is good at laying plans, though it appears slack. The net of heaven is cast wide. Its mesh may be coarse, but it lets nothing slip through. Interesting. I gotta tell you, I don't really like the first. I don't like the first two lines from this. My personal opinion. He who is fearless in being bold will meet with his death. He who is fearless in being timid will stay alive. That seems. But I'm probably missing the bigger point, right? The bigger point is he's probably saying have some caution, right? Don't just don't be foolhardy, right? Don't charge into battle, just ahead of all your troops or whatever, right? But you don't like them either. Yeah, it just, maybe back then, especially in Eastern culture, it was like different and meant something different, right? But those first two lines, it's like, since when is being timid like a good quality to possess, right? I don't know, but I like the other stuff. I like the other stuff where he says, the way of heaven is good at overcoming, though it does not fight, right? Because sometimes you don't want to fight, right? If there's 10 dudes coming at you with guns, it's probably not a good idea to fight them, right? Is good at responding, though it does not speak, attracts, though it does not summon, is good at laying plans, though it appears slack. Yeah, these all make a lot more sense to me, and I think these are better virtues to possess, right? The net of heaven is cast wide. Its mesh may be coarse, but it lets nothing slip through. So it catches everything. The net of heaven. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, hey, we have Chow3 Nick. Hey, How's it going, friend? You say the bigger point of the Tao is about embracing the darkness and rejecting the light. That's the true meaning. Well, the true meaning is about the duality, right? Taoism is very much so about duality and about things within the phenomenal world, right? By the way, welcome into the chat. My name is Agni James. I primarily stream guided meditations here on Twitch. I also have a master's in philosophy, so we do philosophy streams, and I do. I'm a chess instructor, IRL, so we do chess streams. But yeah, so I've been reading one verse from Lao Tzu's masterpiece for, I don't know, for maybe the last 6 months or so. When I stream, sometimes I stream, sometimes I don't. That was verse 38. And it's the bigger point of the Tao. It's totally, now the Tao is cool because you're right. You are right in the sense of embracing the darkness and rejecting the light. You do want to go into the darkness, right? You want to not say, hey, the darkness is bad, right? No value ascriptions to the darkness, right? Or to the light, right? You don't want to say one is good and one is bad. You want to say they both have merit, right? And I think, at least according to everything that I've learned in philosophy, that seems to be one of the main things. You say when you reach your maximum, the only way to go is down. Thus, do not aim to reach maximum brightness. Yeah, absolutely. Totally. Let's see. We met before. You messaged me private. Oh yeah, okay, dude. I am sorry, man. I forget shit all the time. And I'm always having people messaging me. So sorry if I've, no offense. No, just don't take offense if I forgot. But yeah, now I do remember. Let's see. Get Red Pines translation. It's much better. Red Pines. Let me write that down because I don't have it. This translation is just I don't know. This is just translations of the Ma Wing Tui manuscripts by D.C. Lau. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know anything about this translation. It's in Everyman's Library though, so maybe it's not the best, right? Who knows, right? Let me write that down though. Red Pines translation. Red Pines translation. All right. Yeah, I'll at least check it out. Cool. Thank you for the tip, by the way. I appreciate that. Let's see. You say, and it has commentary by various authors from the past 2,000 years. Now that's pretty badass. Then you can situate it in a relative historical context. That's actually probably more accurate than just like me saying, "Oh, I don't like the fact that he says that being timid is a good virtue," right? Okay, let's see. You say Taoism is about rejecting the normal external path of success and instead of looking internally about what regenerates your sustenance. That's part of my meditations. That's like a big part of my meditations. That's what I'm always telling people. I'm always saying, people are always looking externally for X, Y's, and Z's in the world. We're always saying, oh, if I could just have this X, then I'd be happy. If I could just have this Y, I'd be happy. If I could just have this Z, I could then be happy, right? And it's usually things that Western marketing, the Western marketing machine feeds us, right, through advertisements, commercials, yada yada, right? They condition us to think that we need those things to be happy, right? But in reality, like in meditation, you can just go within that state of perfect love and peace and joy, and then all of a sudden you feel great, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember now. I remember this is that place of pure love and oneness within me, So, yeah, absolutely. All right, let's see. Chow 3 Nick, you say, that's a really outdated translation, or is it Chow Nick? I don't even know. I never know how to pronounce everything. That's a really outdated translation, and he has commentary by other Chinese authors and experts, actually, which he says no Chinese person would ever try to read it without. Yeah, I mean, you want that culture. You want to be able to actually hear it from someone from that culture. Assuming they're culturally attuned to what was written thousands of years ago. But if it's like stuff that was written by authors, Chinese authors, even situated in that temporal context, that would even be better, right? Let's see, Victor Sir, you say, so does this philosophy assume that energy is expendable, or is it more based on the notion that a person's outlook determines if his or her energy is sustainable or not? Chownik, you say, I can read the Chinese about 20 to 30%. It's a bilingual edition. Cool. And that's cool that you can read the Chinese, that you can read a good percentage of the Chinese. That's helpful, man. I never took Latin or Greek, and I think that's been that's affected me adversely. I was really considering taking Latin because if you're an analytic philosopher, or a continental philosopher, you should really take Latin or Greek for that kind of philosophy. But like if you're doing Eastern philosophy, yeah, I mean you wanna be able to be well versed in that kind of stuff and be able to read that stuff. And Chow Nick, you say neither. First of all, a Taoist wouldn't call it a philosophy in the standard Western view. Interesting. See, I've never heard that. I've never heard that they wouldn't call it a philosophy. They would just call it. I mean, Tao is the way, right? Tao is simply the way. It's just. I wonder what. That being said, it's a very dense and poetic text. So just because you can read some of the characters doesn't mean you can translate it well. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Unfortunately, it's like now that we have a good conversation going, I'm like actually ready to call it a night. I'm actually pretty beat right now. We're gonna have to pick this up some other time. Chow Nick, man, it's awesome that you came in here. By the way, thank you for your contribution. We're always trying to discuss philosophy and look at things deeply and from different perspectives, and I value your insight. So thank you. Let's see. Historically, Confucianists and Buddhists would also say they are also cultivating the Tao. Yeah, you want to cultivate the Tao, right? Cultivate it. Yeah, absolutely. And they talk a lot about being like water and going with the flow as well. Too much to convey in a Twitch chat. Exactly. Yeah, and that's the other thing, right? It's like, oh, you have like a ton of stuff to say, and it's got like a lot of layers of meaning, and you're gonna try to communicate it in Twitch chat with like emotes, right? It's going to be pretty difficult, right? And Victor Soul, you say you're just curious to understand the assumptions behind these thoughts so you can grasp the logic. Check out Rez Pine's books. You're going to recommend them. Cool. All right. Well, while you two talk, I'm going to look around for someone out there who we can raid and spread the love to. Let's see who's all out there. So, we have a few good options today. Wow, this is good. Let's see. We got psychedelic horror. I mean, Zwar is a cool dude. He does meditation and yoga. But I don't know about psychedelic horror. Or we could do Kevin Edward music. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Zwars is playing a game right now. So Zwars is playing a game. I want to do Kevin Everett only has 3 people in his chat. And I raid Infernal all the time. So, yeah, I know. Mary Amber and Infernal, I know. Mary Amber's got, like, tons of people. I raid Infernal all the time. I don't raid Kevin Edward music very often at all. I think so, and he's just like a legit good dude. He's from the U.S. He's from New Jersey. He moved out to the Philippines, married a Filipino girl, and he's like a musician. And I like supporting, musicians and artists. So, yeah, let's see what he's doing right now. Let's see what this guy's up to. And while he's doing that, I'm going to get my raid call already situated. It's cool that you popped in, Chowy Nick. Is it Chow 3 Nick or Chow E Nick? Are those threes always E's? I never know what the hell people want with those. All right. Anyways, let's get this all set up. Nick is fine. Okay, I'll call you Nick then. I'll call you Nick because I will be the first to say I am an ignorant American who cannot not even read Twitch chat, right? Let alone like anything else. So there we go. All right, so there's my raid call. If you're a subscriber, copy and paste that. Otherwise, we're gonna just stop on in at Kevin Edward. He's a great dude, super nice, awesome, authentic, genuine guy. I like supporting musicians and artists, so we're gonna raid over there. And then next time we can always raid Ann. She streams a lot. All right, Kevin Edward. There we go. And he's on the beach. It's a beautiful beach he's on right now. So thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you all. I'm grateful that you participated in this meditation. I'm grateful that we got to spend some time together discussing the Tao Te Ching. Namaste.